Hello Pisces. Welcome to the channel. This is Asnointia here. For those of you who are returning, thank you so much for liking, sharing, and subscribing to the channel. And for those of you who are new, welcome. So this is a general love reading, and I'll be looking into the feelings and emotions of the person that you're connecting with on a romantic level. What it is that they're feeling and thinking towards you currently. The deck that I'm using is the Goddess Oracle deck by Amy Sophia Marashinsky. So some of you may have been in a relationship in the past. This could have been in the past. It could also be a current relationship, but there's a lack of communication there. For others of you, this could be a situationship or someone that you've met. And there's a whole lot of energy, but no one's really speaking up. Pisces, what's going on? Okay, good to see a happy card here after all these. Ooh. This is a very intense reading. Goodness me. For those of you who are new, my method of reading is just slightly different. I do have the ability of channeling through my higher intuitive self to get the answers that I need. I do not channel through any spirit guides. I never have. I have certain reasons for that. At the end of this reading, I do channel Archangels Michael, Raphael, Gabriel, and Uriel to provide you with some advice based on what comes up today. And we're all going to need it because usually there's maybe 2 or 3, maximum 4, gloomy kind of cards, gray clouds. Here you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. You got 7 cards. Only 2 are showing me a little bit of happiness here. This is not supposed to be you. This is supposed to be a person of interest. But because of the intensity of these cards, definitely you might also be going through this. There could be the both of you mirroring each other. You even, not knowing that you are. But this is very intense. Some of the cards here are the highest level of upsetness, of sadness. Here we have Wild Woman, followed by Boundaries, Order, Betrayal, Fear, Laughter, Doubt, Crossroads, and under the bottom of the deck, the overall arching theme, we have Feelings and Emotions. I'm going to express to you what it is that your person of interest is feeling towards you currently. My dear Pisces, I've been caught red-handed. I have not been truthful, and I should have been. I have said things to you and given you information, but I have left out a few things here and there. I have not told you the full story. And yes, there has been deceit, deception, suspicion in this connection because of the things that I have done and the things that I have hidden from you. I was trying to be sneaky, trying to get away with it. But it seems now that you know what it is that I was up to. For this reason, I don't know how to handle the situation. So the easiest thing I can do is put up boundaries. Put up boundaries because out of sight, out of mind, I don't have to deal with it. It's not my problem. Or is it? I do know that in this connection, certain things have changed my perspective. What I was thinking originally, my idea and my plans have changed. And for that reason, I started to behave differently. The problem is I never really told you. what my plans were and what was on the inside. I don't want to be vulnerable. I don't want to be held accountable. I don't want to be responsible. And therefore I have put up boundaries. But some of the reasons are also because I need to make a decision, and I know that there's a lack of clarity, there's a lack of transparency, and I need to make up my mind, make a choice, actually say something, actually do something. But what's the easiest thing for me to do? To stay away and to keep up these boundaries. So that's what I do. And I know all of this cloak and dagger. You have now seen that side of me that's betrayed you. You thought you knew me. Turns out you never really knew me at all. I betrayed you. I broke your trust. I broke that vow. I broke that promise. And I know I've made your heart bleed. And your heart is broken, and I've caused you hurt and pain. I can't do anything to fix it. I don't feel that I can. I also know that in this connection, because of the things that I have done behind your back, because of the betrayal that I've caused you, I'm now feeling nervous. I do feel nervous in front of you. Even when you're not there, I feel intimidated. A part of me does not feel worthy. I feel unworthy. I don't feel good enough because of the things that I have done. I don't deserve you. Because you deserve better. And I don't know how to move forward to even make sense of any of this. A part of me is afraid to reach out and be that friend, the friend that I could be. There's a part of you that makes me laugh, makes my heart happy. I remember the good days when, for me, you were like a ray of sunshine. And I look up to you. But I've put up my boundaries now. And you can't see this. Even if I want to be a friend, even if I want to move on and start something, I am doubting that that might even work. I don't think it will. Because of the things that I have said and done. This is why I am nervous around you. I have fear. I have lost that confidence that I once had, actually. There's a sense of insecurity, a lack of self-esteem. And yes, the doubt is a lot. I also feel that I am at a crossroads. I know I have to make a decision. I know I have to make a choice. I know I have to move on, and I can't just stay stuck in between these clouds, this indecisiveness. I can't do that. I need to make a choice. I need to make a move. Overall, you have captivated me. As crappy as I am, I don't show you who I am. I don't show you my true side. But the truth is, deep down, you are that light that leads me home, that gives me hope. You are that forbidden nectar, oh so sweet. The fragrance of you brightens my day, even though being with you could be a little dangerous for me. I do have very deep feelings and emotions for you. But right now, how would you even know? How could you even believe me? Because I have put up boundaries, especially after not being truthful. And I doubt that even if I made a choice, I doubt that you would want to be with me because of the things that I have put you through. All right, Pisces. So much has happened. And for you, it may have seemed like the question would have been, can it get any worse? Can it get any worse? One thing would happen, after that something else happened, and after that something else happened. And you're wondering, like, does it ever end? Will it ever end? This person knows what they've done. Okay, I do see them, keeping their distance, but I don't see them right now, at least here, regretting it. Maybe we'll see it in the other cards, but regret is very important. We need grief, not just boundaries. Boundaries doesn't teach us a lesson. Boundaries is just a distraction, right? We're focusing on something else. So, crosswatcher, let's bring down those boundaries. Let's be a bit more confident. All right, I have here the Lover's Path Tarot. So with this deck, some of you know, I like to have a look at what it is that may have happened in the first place that really caused the situation to go downhill. So it appears that things were good before. They were okay. Things were going great. It was a steady uphill climb. You guys were both successful. But then all of a sudden in this connection, something happened. And it all just crumbled down. I'm seeing the Tower card. You had a Tower moment. Something huge happened. A realization. Somebody realized something. And now you're wondering, was it me? What did I do something wrong? This is for those of you that never received any closure. This person may have ghosted you. They may have abandoned you over time. They may have just discontinued the amount of communication that they have with you, right? And for those of you who are new, the first set of cards I just did, that is the current status. So that's what's happening currently. Here, I look at a little bit in the past. What happened that caused the problem? So we have here the Ace of Coins and Illusion. So let's have a look at the Ace of Coins first. And I do read this in the reverse. Here, at some point in time, your person of interest was not looking forward to any sort of growth, prosperity, or fertility. Usually this happens because of nervousness or fear, afraid of the unknown, right? Here, there could have been the beginning of a new phase filled with good fortune, but they didn't take the chance. They did not want to attain any material goals. There was a lack of contentment in their personal life. Here it talks about a desire to reap the fruits of one's labor, elusive success. So I do see here that there's something on the inside that was preventing them from moving forward in this connection with you. This had to do with their personal life. Something was happening in their personal life. They were not content. Now, personal life could be, their money, the family that they come from, the trauma that they've suffered. It could be anything. There's always a reason why somebody does something, even if it's wrong. There's always a reason. So something happened here, and this person was just not looking forward to it because their past was getting in the middle of it, and they were unable to change their ways because that is who they are. That defines them. They turned into what they are through the experiences over the years that they've had. And now they were or are still in this connection, but they're not 100% content in the personal life with themselves. And so there's that lack of self-love. If there's no love there, how are they also supposed to share with you a future or give you love. They can't appreciate themselves. They don't. And some of you may say they shouldn't because they've been so crappy. I understand that. But there's definitely something going on here behind the scenes. We also have here illusion. Okay. Illusion is the Moon card. This talks about a lack of fantasies, intuition, emotion, and a lack of enchantment. A long time ago, they were enchanted by love that was for better or for worse. So there was a promise, but this was a long time ago. What happened here, Pisces, this person started to feel confused by illusions that may or may not have been real. They were confused by intense emotions. And there was a need to know what was real. Is this real love? In the reverse, it talks about delusion. This person was delusional. Deception. Yes, they were deceiving you. They were deceiving you, especially with the first card, the strongest you had there. The Wild Woman, for me, that's a sneaky behavior card. Something's going on behind the scenes. We also have here discomfort with emotions or relationships and a lack of satisfaction. Delusion, deception, discomfort. So they were uncomfortable with their emotions regarding this relationship. And part of the reason was because there was a lack of satisfaction. Now, what could you have possibly done more to satisfy them? You may have helped them financially, paid their bills, made their bed, fed them, taken care of them, given them your body. What more can you give them, right? I'm seeing somebody here was even ready to give a blood transfusion. Like, this is how much there's that love, right? That selfless love. However, the problem is sometimes we may give love to someone and they're not willing to accept it. Aha, I see a vision. What I see is a bucket, like a pail. It's like a steel bucket. And somebody, they're on the right side, my right, and they're pouring it down and the water's falling towards the left side. They're pouring it, but what are they pouring it into? A basket. A basket. A basket that has been weaved. Now, some of the water is staying at a certain level in the basket because it's rushing in there. But in between the basket, there's those holes and the water's falling out. It's leaking, right? It's leaking. So no matter how much emotional love represents the water, no matter how much you're putting into this basket, they are that basket. They're not solid. They're not a bucket. They're not a bucket like you. They're a basket. And no pun here. Nobody's a basket case. I know some people make jokes about that. No, we're not talking about a basket case, even though some of you may think that they are. This is not that. This is not that type of an example. What I'm seeing here is that the water is completely just falling to the ground, going to waste. It's almost like all this love that you've given to them is going to waste, and they don't. It's not that they don't appreciate it. Their heart. That's their heart. That their heart is hollow. Their heart has a void. Something is hurting them. Something needs to be patched up. We need something to patch up that basket so that it becomes solid. So it becomes like a bowl, if anything, right? Because no matter how much love you give them or you pour into them, they will accept some of it, they'll absorb some of it, but the rest of it will just go to waste and it will be gone. And it's not that they don't want to accept it. It's just that this is who they have become. This person has, metaphorically speaking, they have a hole in their heart. They feel hurt. People aren't like this. People usually in life, they want love. That's what love is, right? And this person does want it, but I see that there's something in their life that has happened in their past that has turned them into this type of an individual that is unaccepting. They do not accept love when it is given to them. Part of them feels that they don't deserve it. Part of them feel that they're unworthy of love. I see that with the fear card, and I just heard it in my head. If you hear a whisper, don't freak out. That's me whispering. So I definitely see, this person not being able to communicate with you the way that you wanted them to, because their mindset is completely different. It's not that they didn't try. They actually did try. However, their way of loving is very different from the way you love. They didn't even know if the connection that they were in was true love or not. And when that happened, then they were wondering, I don't know, should I even be in this connection or not? Is this what true love is? Sometimes true love can be just staring at you right in the face, bumping into you, and you still don't recognize it. So there's definitely something going on with this person. That basket needs to be fixed. All right. I have here, interesting, okay, I have here the Beginner's Tarot, and with this deck, I like to have a look at any actions, any plans, any intentions your person of interest may have. Okay. Aha. Not bad. Not bad at all. We have here the Queen of Cups. So this does show me that your person of interest views you as somebody who is very nurturing, even if you're a man. Men are nurturing. We have good dads out there too. We have here the sense of nurturing, loving, caring, protecting. An individual that takes care of someone almost as if they're like their baby. So they see you as this. You are somebody who loves selflessly. You are somebody who cares about someone as if they are your own, like your family, like really, really close. They realize this now. And they also see that you provide them, and it just oozes from your aura, this positive energy, but also this unconditional love. And you got them hooked, Pisces. Why? Because they have not experienced this anywhere else. And what are they coming to you like? They're coming like a fool. They are coming to you and they're wanting to take a leap of faith. But the problem is that this is a fool. It may finish as soon as it starts because this person has not thought long and hard about what they've done, who they are, what they want in the future. This is someone who is quite youthful because you also have here the Knight of Pentacles. So their mindset is quite youthful. They're very fresh when it comes to their thoughts, but also impulsive, compulsive, and aggressive. They're very impulsive. This comes from that, there's like a fiery side to them. I also see this person wanting to just, that's exactly it, that leap of faith. They just want to kind of push things to the side and just go for it. This is what they want on the inside. We also have this connection being a spiritually divine connection. Yes. So here we have a female. She has 2 jugs here, and one of the jugs has water. The other does as well. But one of the jugs is creating this pond. The water's falling into a pond. And here we have another jug. There's streams, right? This is your person of interest. Eventually, their fate and destiny is going to merge with yours. This is something that they feel, but this is also something that I see with this card. Even though, Pisces, you have had distance, I do see that their path, it's coming towards you. And there may be obstacles on the path. It may take them months. It might even take them years. Hopefully not, but it might. But I do see them eventually somehow reconnecting with you. Like sees like. You are the same. This person realizes, I'm that water. This person's that water. We go well together. That's what they see. Like birds of a feather flock together, right? Sparrows with sparrows, seagulls with seagulls. And this is what this person wants. They want to be with you. However, right now, they don't know that. I know that, you know that, but they don't know that. We also have here the Knight of Pentacles. They have thought long and hard. At some point in time, they're going to do this, and they're going to approach you with an offer. Very sweet, really nice offer. And this is a solid offer, right? This is an actual pentacle. It's a coin. So this is very tangible, a materialistic asset. So there's something going on here where this person will want to reach out to you, but they have thought of all the pros, the cons. They've thought about everything. Now, in the meantime, the overall arching theme right now, what I see is this person is in the hermit mode. And that's good. That's very good. The hermit mode is wonderful because now this person has taken a step back and they are thinking and contemplating, self-reflection, isolation. They have the sense of introspection. Why did I do what I did? How on earth could I have done that? Why can't I recognize love? Why are there holes in my basket? Right? Why do I keep missing out on opportunities? Why do they just keep flowing away, leaking away? What is going on? So this is a very good card, in fact, because now after this card, usually there is a little bit of grief, and I was talking about the grief, and then we have the wisdom. There's a sense of wisdom that comes from this isolation. So they force themselves into isolation to the point where they are rejecting any communication from the world. So if there's boundaries, think about this. It's not just you, it's everybody else. They're really not talking to a lot of people at this point. They're not talking to a lot of people. It's only on an as needed basis. Like they do not want to communicate with others as much as they would have liked to because their mood is very different right now when it comes to you. They're hopeful, but they also know that they can't repeat the same mistake again. And so they're trying to make a difference. This is good because after this we have wisdom, and after wisdom then we have strength, courage, and that is when typically an individual reaches out to you. That's the pattern of behavior that I've seen over time. So it's good, guys. It's good. Just keep in mind you are dealing with somebody who may be, they're lacking wisdom right now, but in the future they may not have that much immaturity in them as much as they have now. But it does seem that things are going to improve. And they may even be more like a queen, more like a king. Somebody who is more mature and responsible. All right, let's have a look at Archangel answer cards. Just going to do a quick prayer. Okay, there you have it. Compromise. We also have here be assertive. So these messages are brought to you by Archangels Michael, Raphael, Gabriel, and Uriel. All right, the first card's the strongest. Compromise. The reason why we have compromise, it's because there's a lot of differences between the both of you. Sometimes you're butting heads, sometimes you're arguing, sometimes you're disagreeing. And sometimes you might even think afterwards that that was a very petty argument. Like, why do I have to be arguing about something like that? You guys do have different viewpoints and different opinions. So this is a very important card to have. If you want this connection specifically to work out, Pisces, you are going to have to compromise. Which means they let go of a little bit, you let go, you accommodate them, they accommodate you, and boom. You guys meet in the middle, okay? 50-50 is fine. The change of 50-50, 60-40 is fine as well. But if you do 70-30, that's not good, because then if you're changing yourself 70% and they're only changing themselves 30, that's unfair. And that is you completely turning into a different person. Your friends, your family, your society, they won't even recognize you anymore, because then everything changes. So it's best to be yourself. If you feel that it'll work out, then that's fine. If you feel you can't do it, then it's okay. You can also move on. There's no hard and fast rule here. Even in your fate and destiny, be that squirrel. Hop on from one branch to the other. And that's another reality. That's another timeline. That outcome will be different because you made a different decision. And that story's already written. So you don't have to be afraid of letting go and chasing another dream. It's okay. We also have here be assertive. So the angels here do know that because of what this person has done, you've like really walked on eggshells. You've been very nervous around them. You don't feel confident anymore. You've lost that confidence because you don't know where they're headed. I hear someone saying, I don't know where I'm headed in this connection. I don't know what they'll do next in this connection. So if there's this much uncertainty, some of you may need to think, should I actually move on or should I stick around with this person? But at the end of the day, the angels here are saying, whether you are with this person or anybody else, be assertive. Let them know what you're comfortable with, what you're not comfortable with. Set healthy boundaries. When you do, there is a higher level of respect when an individual sets healthy boundaries. We also have here, ask for help from others. So don't let it all just boil up inside of you, okay? Release it a little bit. You can't be that pressure cooker, okay? Can't be inside. It has to come out, all right? So do talk to some people that you trust, your friends, your family. Tell them about the issue and they will most likely give you some type of advice. This is the only reason why they're saying ask for help from others, because somebody that you're going to interact with will give you some piece of information that will help you in this entire relationship or situationship that you have. This may occur within the next few weeks or months. So connect with some people that you know within the next few weeks or months. We also have here, if you do believe things will work out for you, but also trust in the divine plan. This is trust in God, okay? The God Most High. This is the holy white light of God. Jesus' Father, who it prefers being in the Father state and the Alpha state. And this is what this card talks about. Having trust and faith in that tree, your tree of life, that branch. You're that squirrel, right? Whether you go this way or that way. Why? Because the next card is really important because it says there's something better. This has two meanings. This can also mean there is someone better. Yes. Some of you are going to want to maybe see, is anybody out there for me? Well, the answer here is yes. Something better is going to come. And even if and when that person does, you have to be assertive with them. Okay? The compromise is meant for this individual. The compromise is not meant for the other one right now. Not yet, if that person is new. We also have here, you are ready. So this does show me that you have been there, done that. You've been through hell and back. You've been hurt, scarred. Oh my gosh. You've been through a lot. And some of you are still willing to try. You're still willing to forgive even. And that's okay. That's what you want. You are ready means that emotionally, spiritually, and physically, you are ready to handle and tackle anything that comes to you. You'll be able to manage that. Pisces, that is your reading. I hope I was able to provide you with some clarity and some guidance in your situations. Do let me know in the comments below if any of this has resonated. Also, for those of you who are new, I do have love readings available. Some of you do ask, do I do love readings? Yes, I do. I do private readings. And it's on my website. So you can also see the link below in the description here. Or you can have a look on my website. You can visit www.asnointia.com. And in the rates and packages section, you will see I have one that is made for past life spiritual connections. I have one that is typically just the love reading that you would receive. But here, what you'll get is a PDF, which is the written report plus an audio. So it's really good because you get 2 different types of information there. It's very detailed. And then I also have the chakra checkup in case some of you feel that you have been bogged down with like negative energy or drained in that sort of way where there's a misalignment between your mind, body, spirit, your soul. If you feel that anybody's done any type of hex, voodoo, curse, any type of negative thing that is supernatural in nature, even if you feel that there's something negative in your home. So with that one, with the chakra checkup, I do have the ability of scanning remotely how many negative energies you have in your home, around your aura, and inside of your body. I do this also with the help of Angel Fakeel, and you can read a little bit about her on my homepage. So once I know that, I teach you, how to get rid of these things, and I also tell you what you have, how many you have, and eventually, poof, they're gone. And you have that information for the rest of your life. It's always important to get rid of negative energies because it's hard to manifest anything when you have all of these blockages, and they are the ones that actually cause these blockages. Also, I have another channel, Asnointia Audio, and hopefully, guys, fingers crossed, I'll be able to upload something soon. Over there, I have some videos on past life spiritual connections, what and who are they? So they're informational sort of pieces that I have, as well as relationship-related advice. And this advice comes from me knowing what's inside of a person's heart and what's in their mind. There's certain things that they won't tell you, right? And you wonder why do they act like this? But this is, I see now, universal. A lot of people go through the same thing, and so I decided to make those videos. And all those videos are absolutely free, just like this channel. Please do visit that channel. And I also have one on negative energies in case you feel that, you've had a bit of bad luck or even like negativity around you. It's important to have a look at that video. That's why I posted it. I could post a lot more, but for now, I was just able to do that. But it is about an hour and 40 minutes, so it's pretty lengthy there. It'll tell you what jinns are, demons, evil spirits, how they're latched onto us, what we can do to avoid such things as well. And that's it. I also have some self-help guides on my website. Okay, so have a look at that. Some of you may find that interesting. All right, please do like, share, and subscribe, and let me know in the comments below if any of this has resonated. I really do appreciate you when you write the comments, and I do read the comments as much as I can. All right, you all take care, stay safe. I'll see you guys again. Bye now.